everybody, welcome to the YouTube channel SRIP Edu Pharma. We are going to discuss pharmaceutics 2 subject of MPharm second semester, which includes in detail controlled release drug delivery systems. So we will be discussing the complete syllabus, what you have to study, how you have to study, and also the outlines of the syllabus. So as per CSVTU, the subject is pharmaceutics 2 and it has 6 units. One by one, I will be discussing all these 6 units, what you have to study in these 6 units. This is the syllabus of pharmaceutics 2 lab, and you can see that about 13 experiments are given in the list, and the detail of all these experiments I will be discussing in the end after discussing the theory syllabus. So the unit 1 constitutes of the fundamentals of controlled release drug delivery, the influence of drug properties, and the routes of drug administration on the design of sustained and controlled release systems. So in detail we have to study these 3 topics, and come on, let us discuss what you have to study in these 3 topics. So initially you have to learn what is controlled release drug delivery systems, the definition of the controlled release systems, what are the objectives of it, the properties related to it, and so on. So if you see the definition, then these are the systems which deliver drug in predetermined amount in predetermined rate to the body, and the main objective is that the safety and efficacy of the drug has to be ensured and the patient must feel good. That is, patient compliance is the main aim of control release systems. Further, you have to discuss the various properties that has to be considered while designing the controlled release dosage forms. So the properties are classified as physiochemical properties or biological properties. So these are the list of the various type of properties that you will be discussing, you will be studying in detail. The main thing that you have to remember is you must know the name of the properties as well as 3 to 4 examples related to controlled delivery that you have to search and you have to write in this topic. Then you have to understand the various mechanisms related to control release systems and the classification on the basis of these mechanisms. Like there are pre-programmed drug delivery systems, then site targeted drug delivery systems, then feedback regulated drug delivery system, then activated modulated drug delivery system. So all these you have to study in unit 1. You have to also study the classification of controlled release on the basis of routes of administration like oral, buccal, transdermal, parenteral, pulmonary, vaginal and intrauterine and colon controlled release. So you have to learn or you have to get the knowledge that how the routes of administration affect the controlled release design. Then comes pharmacokinetic, pharmacodynamic basis of drug delivery, dosing considerations, bioavailability assessment, and regulatory assessment. These are the topics of Unit 2 of Pharmaceutics 2. So in bioavailability, you have to get the knowledge of, like, first of all, you have to know what is the definition of bioavailability, types of bioavailability, then various methods for its assessment. And in methods, there are pharmacokinetic methods, which is also known as indirect method, and pharmacodynamic method, which is direct method. So in indirect method, there is blood analysis and urinary excretion data, and in direct method we study acute pharmacological response and therapeutic response. So you have to study in detail the bioavailability assessment methods. So in third unit we have to study about oral controlled release drug delivery systems, and in this we will be studying various types of oral release systems like dissolution rate control systems, diffusion rate control systems, then continuous release systems, and many more. So in this way, complete oral release we will be studying in Unit 3. Unit 4 is sterile controlled release systems like parenteral products and ocular drug delivery systems. As in parenteral controlled drug delivery system, you have to study about injectable drug delivery systems and implantable drug delivery systems. Various types you have to see, various properties related to these systems, and in detail of all these delivery systems you have to study. Further, in ocular control drug delivery system, we will be studying what are OcuSerts, how they are prepared, their components, and in detail the various types of systems that are available as ocular drug delivery system. Next unit is Unit 5, and in Unit 5 there comes implantable products and transdermal therapeutic systems. We know that implants are developed to provide the continuous release of the drug into the bloodstream over a long period of time without the repeated insertion of needles. In this, the implant is placed in the skin, and also we know that we have to understand what the transdermal therapeutic systems are like, what are the transdermal patches, and what are the factors related to these systems. All these you have to study in Unit 5. In detail, you will be studying the classification of implants, like they are of three types: rate programmed drug delivery, then activation modulated drug delivery, and feedback regulated process. The complete video related to classification of implants we have already prepared. We are attaching the link along with this, so you can go and watch those videos. Similarly, you have to study the transdermal drug delivery systems, its types, like they are of four types: membrane permeation controlled, adhesive diffusion controlled, matrix diffusion control systems, and micro reservoir type dissolution control systems. So, complete detail you have to study related to transdermal systems in this unit. The last unit of this subject is prodrugs as sustained chemical delivery system and biochemical and molecular approach to controlled drug delivery. In prodrugs, you have to study what do you mean by prodrug, what are the various approaches or techniques by which prodrugs are prepared. Like prodrug is a chemically modified inert drug precursor which upon biotransformation liberates the pharmacologically active parent compound. And the specific approaches that are used are carrier linked products, bioprecursors or metabolic precursors, then macromolecular product, and spacer or linker product. So all these you have to study in this last unit. So now we will take a look on the pharmaceutics 2 lab practicals or experiments. So when we see the first experiment, it is related to ocular controlled drug delivery system, in which you have to prepare a controlled delivery ophthalmic preparation. Like you can prepare any type of gels taking polymers or ointments. Then second, you have to prepare transdermal patch, and in this basically they have written to prepare it with the polymer ethyl cellulose, and here drug you can take as a model drug paracetamol. Then next you have to prepare the matrix embedded system of drug in hydrophobic polymer, and its release rate have to be calculated. It comes under oral control delivery system. Then further you have to prepare this eye solution, then colon delivery tablets of aspirin, then various types of novel delivery systems you have to prepare, like microcapsules, microspheres, liposomes, iosomes, osmotic pumps, then microspheres, and sustained release tablets. So in this way, when you study all the units, then these practicals are related to your theory only. So in this way, you just search the procedure and all the formula related to these experiments and keep in hand with you, and further when you will be starting the experiments, then you can go with them. This was the brief overview of the subject Pharmaceutics 2 of MPharm second semester Pharmaceutics branch, and we have uploaded already various videos related to the topics that you will be studying in this, and many more we will be uploading. So do watch our playlist of controlled release delivery systems. So thank you so much. Keep watching our channel and do like, share and subscribe the channel SRIP Edu Pharma.